So, Arghem, as you know, is an 8-year-old institution. It's focused on domestic water and sanitation. It has done some work in urban already, but largely the experience has been in rural. And what we are trying to do now is understanding that the rural space is increasingly becoming urbanized, some of it by serendipity, some of it by choice. So, we are trying to understand how we can influence the urban space with the background that we have in rural. And what we are now trying to understand is pick the right space for an institution like Arghem, which is a small foundation. So, we are looking at some experimental spaces where we can bring in various actors to the table, because what we find perhaps as a gap in the urban water and sanitation space is, for the longest time the problems have been defined by specific sets of people, and therefore the solutions are coming from their spaces and their filters, and clearly that hasn't worked. So, what we are now saying is that perhaps people have to come together to even define what the problem is and own what they specify as solutions. So, it cannot be a question and answer, somebody writing the question, somebody else writing the answer. So, that's the kind of space that we are looking for to experiment. And what we are thinking is the peri-urban space, which I mentioned earlier as well, is this whole continuum, either as from the urban as outgrowths or from rural as wanting to become urban, is the kind of space that we want to look at. And there we want to look holistically at integrated urban water and sanitation, and we are particularly interested in closing the loop using at source solutions and closing the loop at source. So, those are the things that we are experimenting with, and right now we are looking at which are those spaces that we can actually look at the issues of governance, issues of institution, issues of citizen participation, issues of O&M versus capex, and just looking at traditional knowledge and traditional solutions that can actually be imported into today's context and today's space. So, I think what we find with our little bit of experience that we have had in urban is that there is this whole difficulty of understanding which are the institutions we should be dealing with, right. So, there are multiple institutions, but we do not really clearly understand who owns what. And like somebody was saying as today's conference, there clearly seems to be no owner for water. There perhaps is some sort of ownership for sanitation at some level, but really we do not see that ownership in water, and I think that is the starting point of trouble. And then the citizen is so far distanced from the service provision that perhaps there is little motivation or little incentive for the citizen also to get involved, but the citizen wants that service. So, there seems to be a lot of noise and a lot of I guess chaotic kind of sound bites. Data itself is not perhaps forthcoming, with the result that the picture seems a little bit in disarray, at least to us, right. And it seems to be that the solutioning, we will have to be very creative in how we look at solutions, and the first thing we possibly have to do is create buy-in institutionally for some solutions to emerge from there and to reside there. So, the whole question is which are those citizen institutions and which are those government institutions, but ultimately it probably needs to lie in those spaces. So, I think that is the challenge. How do we creatively look at this if they do not exist to actually make that happen? And I think that is where, if I may say so, the whole role of convening, the whole role of bringing actors together, the whole role of having different voices and different expertise coming together to provide the solution perhaps helps. Whether it is planners, whether it is just normal citizens, whether it's state, whether it's center, whether it's formal, informal, private, public, I think all of us have to get together to think and imagine that solution. I think if IIHS, because of its neutrality in some space and also because of its evidence based, because you are a research institution, presumably you bring in that rigor, right, the evidence based work. If there can be a mishmash of this evidence based work as well as the understanding of the community space and the understanding of the non-technology space, if I may say so, because I think urban water and sanitation has so far been very technology driven. So if IIHS can, through its ability to engage with different actors, bring that confluence, so to speak, then I'm not saying a magic bullet will emerge, but at least I think we can start seeing some semblance of differential thinking, because I think we need to really think differently. Things haven't worked, and there's a reason they haven't worked. So if we have to do more of the same thing, I'm not really sure that's going to work, right? So if we can bring technology, we can bring evidence, we can bring data, but also the sociology aspect, the people aspect, perhaps there is some role here that IIHS can play in enabling that and making that happen and catalyzing that. And I think that's perhaps I would see as a role that IIHS perhaps could look to play. It's difficult because it's nebulous, but if that can be thought of and some spaces can be created within that, which you can then look at as a research or a lab and create models, I think that's probably where